Hello and welcome to part 4 of 556 from the Pages series. Thank you all for listening and investing in this story. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. Nyx is on her way to Quincy's house to pour her heart out to him. We left Quincy with his ex, Angela, at his door. Lord have mercy. Well, let's see how this goes. Nyx's grip tightened around her steering wheel. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. Quincy and another woman coming out of his building at almost 1 in the morning. Together. Who is that? What's going on? Please, God, no. This cannot be happening to me again. Please, God. Her thoughts swirled and caused destruction to her sanity like a terrible cyclone. Her mind retrieved that day in Philly. Dalen, Farah. Suddenly she couldn't breathe. She began to pant like a thirsty dog. Breathe, Nyx. I am calm and have steady control. I choose peace in how I think, speak, and respond. She repeated her affirmation over and over, but her breathing wouldn't regulate. Suddenly, adrenaline kicked in, and before she could think about it, she jumped out of her car and quickly walked up to Quincy and the woman who were still talking. Quincy saw her approaching. His eyes grew twice their size, and his legs suddenly felt weak. Nyx. His voice trailed off as he realized what was about to happen. Angela let out a small, humorous laugh. Oh, so you're Nyx. I was wondering when we would finally meet, Angela said with a smirk, sizing Nyx up. Nyx's chest felt tight. She looked at Quincy, who looked completely defeated and uncomfortable. Nyx, what are you doing here? Quincy stuttered, which to Nyx further proved he was guilty of something. Nyx didn't respond, instead looked back at Angela, who was halfway glaring, halfway still smirking at her. Gazing over Angela, who could easily pass for the beautiful brown-skinned actress Vanessa Williams' sister, Nyx felt threatened in a way that she hadn't felt in a long time, even though dozens of people in her life, including Quincy, had told her she strongly favors the singer Sade. What's going on, Quincy? Nyx's voice quivered, but she swore she wouldn't let her pain be seen. Not now. Yeah, Quincy. Tell her what's going on. Angela rubbed her hand against his face, but he snatched away from her angrily. She laughed with malice. Nothing is going on, Angela. Nyx, Nyx, please believe me. She just showed up, and I've been trying to get her to leave, I swear. Nyx reached out to Quincy reached out to Nyx, but she stepped out of reach. Her voice broke. Don't touch me. Quincy stepped back, hands raised slightly. Just listen to me. This is nothing, Nyx. She means nothing to me. Oh, so now I mean nothing to you, Quincy? That's not what you said upstairs. You literally tried to kiss me. Angela's voice yelled out, cutting the quiet neighborhood with her outburst. Nyx, she's lying, Quincy stormed. Nyx's head swirled. She didn't know what to believe. All she knew was what she saw. I'm out of here, Nyx said tearfully, as she could no longer hide her grief. Running to her car, she got in and sped away. Nyx, wait! Quincy tried to catch her, but was too slow. He realized just then what his greatest fear was, being without her. Wiping her tears at 90 miles an hour, she sped up the highway, Quincy's voice echoing behind her as she ran away from pain again. She means nothing, I swear. But it didn't seem that way to Nyx. Time had stopped in that space, her world narrowing to just that moment. The image of them two together, Angela's hand gracing his face, something Nix had done a few times in the past 7 months. Every fear she had buried over those 7 months came to a head tonight. He tried to explain, but Nix didn't want to hear the rest. She couldn't, because her chest had already shattered, because she knew this feeling, she knew this pain, and knew exactly what came next. She just couldn't stop playing and replaying the vision in her head over and over again. Angela's hand on his face, the way she laughed, her words. He literally tried to kiss me. Was she lying, or had Quincy really tried? Her vision blurred with tears, her mind still swirling, her breathing uneven, heart racing, her chest tightening again. I am calm and have steady control. I choose peace in how I think, speak, and respond. Later at Lana's apartment, Nick sat on the floor back against the couch, wiping her red and puffy eyes, where tears were constantly falling silently. Lana knelt in front of her and handed her a cup of tea. Nix took the cup and exhaled. I'm so stupid. No, you aren't, friend. You're just in love. But I knew better, Nix whispered. I knew better, and I still. Her voice broke completely. I still let him in. Lana's expression softened. Nix, this isn't your fault, babe. You gave your heart genuinely. He messed up. Nix laughed through tears. The same thing that always happens. She looked up, broken. I saw him with her, Lana. He tried to convince me it was nothing, but I saw them. I saw the chemistry. Lana sighed. She said he tried to kiss her. Heavy silence filled the room. And do you believe him? Lana asked carefully. Nix hesitated, and that hesitation said everything. I don't know. Nix frowned. You don't know? I didn't stay long enough to figure it out. But she said it. Her voice cracked again. You know that heifer could be lying, Nix. She obviously wants him back. I realized that, Lana. I just couldn't stand there and watch that happen again. Lana exhaled slowly because now she understood. This wasn't just about Quincy. This was about the wound that never healed. The next day, there was a knock on Nick's door. It was Quincy. Against her better judgment, she opened the door. What, Quincy? She snarled and glared at him. Can we talk, please? About what? How you betrayed me? How you humiliated me? How I had to stand there while your ex tried to humiliate me? He froze because he heard it. The past, the pain, Dalen, Farah, all over again, except this time he had planted the pain. This isn't that, he said quickly. Nix, look at me. I did, she said quietly, tears streaming now. I did look at you with her. Her voice dropped to a quivering whisper. And I trusted you. That hit him harder than anything else. Nix, I love you. Nix shook her head, her heart pounding at hearing those words for the first time from him. I don't care. Yes, you do. I don't, she snapped. Because I fell for this before. He stepped closer. This is not your past. It is now. Please leave, she cried. That statement cut his breath off like a sharp knife. Painful, final. Quincy reached for her again. Slowly this time. Carefully. Nix, please don't do this. She stepped back, out of his reach, out of his world. I can't do this again. I asked you to leave, she said sternly. And that was it. He turned and walked out the door. He didn't press, because something in her eyes told him that if he did, he'd lose her for good. 3 weeks later, Nix and Lana sat for brunch at their favorite Saturday spot. I got the contract. Nix bit into her bacon. What? Atlanta, Lana said, smiling. Remember the big campaign I went for about 3 months ago? They called this morning. I'm moving to Atlanta in a week. Nix blinked, then remembered. Congrats! That's amazing, Lana. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. I'm going to miss you so much, though, she screamed, reaching over to hug Lana. Come with me. Nick sat back suddenly. What? Let's start over together, Lana said. The new city, new energy, no memories attached to anything or anyone here. Nix looked down at her plate, her heart still aching, still confused, still broken. Running away won't fix anything. No, Lana said gently, but staying somewhere that hurts you won't either. What do you have to lose? There was a brief pause as Nix thought about what Lana said and what leaving would mean for Nix's peace. What did she have to lose? She could always transfer as a flight attendant to anywhere. A new start would be exciting, and it was definitely needed. She looked at Lana. Okay, let's do it. Quincy sat on his couch, phone in his hand, scrolling through text messages between him and Nix and pictures of them and her. It had been 3 weeks since he spoke to Nix, since he kissed her, felt her hands inside of his, since he held her, saw her beautiful smile, heard her voice. He craved her. He ran his hand over his face, frustrated. He didn't do anything wrong. But it didn't matter, because to Nix, because of her past trauma, it felt like he did. And that's the end of part 4. Thank you for listening. I upload new episodes every Tuesday right here, 8 p.m. right here on the channel. But if you'd like to share your story with me, you have a topic you want to discuss, you need advice, prayer, or just to vent, please email me at 320eent@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. If you have been rocking with me, please bless me with a follow on the podcast. It helps me reach more people, helps more people find the channel and these beautiful conversations and stories. Also, go ahead and like this episode and all the other ones already posted. They're always up for you to enjoy, to listen to anytime. Share the episodes with someone who may be able to benefit from it. Remember, your fears don't define you, your doubts don't control you, and your dreams are waiting for you. Until next time, keep speaking in your own voice.